Grace is a gift. So inherently to what it is because God's law has been fulfilled and it doesn't just go unjustly punished, right? So if you committed a heinous crime and you stood at the seat of the judge and the judge said, Julian, you're a good guy. You got no priors. I'm just going to let you go, right? That would be merciful, but everybody would be like, dude, like what about justice, right? Or if he said, I know you have no priors, but you're a pretty terrible person. I'm going to throw the book at you, right? Life in prison. There's no death penalty, but we're going to try to reform the system in order to get the death penalty, right? That would be justice to the extreme, but it would not be merciful.
Eye for an eye.
So now, if the judge not only says, okay, you're forgiven, but I'm going to pay the penalty, I'm going to pay the fine, I'm going to go to prison for whatever the conviction is, and then you're going to be able to stay in my house as one of my own children, right? That's grace. You're not just being let off the hook. You're being given something. You're being given something you don't deserve. And so within Christianity, you have something that's inherently unique in that in all other systems of religiosity, it's some form of survival of the fittest, right? It's some form of do this and you're accepted, feel this and you're accepted, or think this and you're accepted, right? Intellectualism, emotionalism, and what was the third one I had? Experientialism, right? It's one of those three things. However, Christianity says you can't feel, do, or think enough. It's not going to work. You're not going to live up to the standard of a holy God. And so it's not survival of the fittest. It's not the most intelligent or the most spiritual or the most the people who have the greatest revelations. Instead, the fittest steps down and sacrifices himself for the survival of the weakest. That's what we call the gospel. That's the good news, is that it's subverting the system. And I would argue Christianity, in what a lot of people might not understand in the gospel, is that it's a combination of all those things. It marries mercy and justice and has this component of grace that's very unique. And then it reverses the works-based system of all the other religions where it's up to you. Just do, just think, just feel enough and you'll be accepted. Whereas the Bible says, no, you're accepted. Now do, now feel, now think. It's a very different paradigm.
I've never heard that interpretation before. That's